Alrighty. Good evening, and thank you all so much for coming out to celebrate the marriage of this amazing couple. Thank you, Uncle Greg, Aunt Connie, Dan, and Carol for making this special day possible, and also for demonstrating to Donnie and Melissa what a loving and committed marriage should resemble. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie, and I am Melissa's cousin. Melissa and I grew up together. We were inseparable as children. We spent our time doing very important things. Things like reenacting scenes from the movie The Parent Trap, seeing just how many times we could slide down the staircase at Grandma's house before getting into trouble, and my personal favorite, living room dance parties, made possible by great songs like She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy and Earl Had to Die. And a special thanks to Baby from Dirty Dancing for inspiring some of our best moves. As Melissa and I grew older, we remained close, but we developed different hobbies and interests than we had as young girls. Now let me remind you that Melissa grew up with no sisters and 3 brothers, and I myself have only a brother. So we were always outnumbered, to say the least. Given our rough circumstances, we both developed this sort of protective shield that we put up around boys, and it sends a message to our brain telling us to automatically be mean to them. They need to know we're tough right off the bat. It's just the way we're wired. With that being said, you might be able to imagine how shocked I was the first time I met Donnie. It was the summer before Donnie and Melissa's freshman year of high school. Melissa and I were supposed to be working the quarter booth at the St. Al's Festival, but I'm pretty sure she spent 90% of our shift looking for reasons to go find Donnie and flirt with him. I truly could not believe what I was seeing. My cousin, the toughest girl I knew, following this handsome boy around like a lost puppy. Melissa has always had many friends of the opposite sex, but I knew right away this guy was not meant to be just a friend. He was someone special. Donnie, you are one of a kind. You are the only guy I know who can fall asleep sitting up in a noisy bar when you haven't even had a drop to drink. You are also the only guy I know who takes the time to line your kitchen drawers with foam and make cutouts for each item so that everything has its own little spot. Melissa has become significantly more organized since the two of you started dating. This girl has an Excel spreadsheet for absolutely everything, and something tells me you find that very attractive. Donnie, although you and I thoroughly enjoy giving each other a hard time about everything, you should know that who you truly are to me is the hardworking, responsible, and loving man of Melissa's dreams. Just don't count on me ever saying that out loud again. Melissa, as I was trying to come up with what I would say to you today, I remember this quote that I've seen from time to time, and it perfectly sums us up. God made us cousins because he knew our mothers couldn't handle us as sisters. Honestly, after I wrote that down, I felt God say, tell Connie and Shirley that I said, you're welcome. He knew that raising us 2 crazy girls was gonna have to be a team effort. Melissa, you are truly the most beautiful bride I have ever seen. Thank you so much for including me in your big day. I feel so honored that you have asked me to stand by your side as you vowed your love to your new husband. Donnie is so blessed to have an ambitious, strong, loving, and beautiful woman like you to call his. And even though you are his wife, you will always be my partner in crime, God-given sister, and forever my favorite person to share my purple cupcakes with. So now, if you could all please raise your glasses, I would like to make a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Shopwalker. Donnie and Melissa, I know your marriage will be filled with a lot of sarcasm, B-dubs, organizational tools, and beer, but most importantly, it will be full of unconditional love. Cheers.
Give a nice hand for Stephanie, great job. And for our next toast, nice hand for Amber.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amber, one of Melissa's best friends. I can remember the first time we hung out, coming home at 2:30 in the morning, cranking some Whitney Houston to sing and dance to while we cooked the epic drunk meal of scrambled eggs, Texas toast, and Hot Pockets. It was from that moment that I knew that you were my soulmate of a best friend. We've been through so much together in the short time we've been friends. We've overcome some bad times, a distance of 600 miles apart, and some of the best times of my life have been with you by my side. When I think back to all these memories, I honestly wonder how Donnie put up with us. There have been multiple times he's been right by your side, showing how much he cared when I called at 3 a.m. needing my best friend. I can't thank him enough for being such a good person to not only do those things for you, but for me as well. I can honestly say I've never felt like the third wheel because he always made me feel welcome and even encouraged our drunk dance moves and shenanigans. I couldn't be happier that you have found the man that complements you. The two of you together make a whole. I know Donnie will always love and protect you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. You can officially always dance with that somebody who loves you. Cheers to happily ever after.
So a nice hand for Amber, great job. Now we're gonna hear from our best man. Let's have a nice hand for Tyler.
Well, I'm sure you all know me, so for starters, you guys can stare at me, we greatly appreciate it. Growing up for the most part, I knew both you guys, and Melissa, since we're young kids, and when I think of Melissa, I think of when we were younger, to this day, still to this day, when she tells me, she recalled herself as Sweet Melissa. Now we all know two things about when you give yourself your own nickname. One, they're full of shit. Two, they're a little far-fetched. Now I'm not taking that away from you, because she's doing anything for her family and friends. Maybe me now too. But for me, I got a little different treatment. I'm not gonna say that. But no.
Come on, calm down, relax.
So, we've all been good friends since. I'm just keeping PG. And that's the way the relationship has always been between us. And just like your and Donnie's relationship, there'll be their up and downs, not just between the sheets, but life itself. But I know you two will get through it. I'm not worried about that. I know you guys are good. As for Howard here, our shenanigans began when we were 14, and then our parents would drop us off at his parents' house. We'd camp because, well, that's pretty much the only thing we do because we didn't have a driver's license. So we go back there, camp, and there's many memories I could tell for on and on and on, but come one Sunday afterwards, Crazy Carol, wherever you are, she decided to go back to the campsite, and where you at? Oh, I see you. There you are. You found one measly beer can, which, by the way, was not ours, if I'm not sad. And plus, the twins got to do whatever they wanted afterwards. But yeah, you ended our camping adventures. But hopefully for Donnie, since what I learned about him back then is he's 25, going on what, 50? 55? Yeah. So hopefully they'll let him get his get his ARP card early. Before you know, we'll be drinking coffee at McDonald's Sunday mornings, talking about all the fun stuff we do as married couples, as cleaning the house and whatever else you guys do for fun. So with that being said, I know Donnie and Melissa would like to thank all of you, as in the entire tri-state and surrounding communities, for coming out. That being said, drink up, dance your ass off, have fun. Congratulations.
Good job, good job.
With me love and devotion.
Makes my life complete. And as long as those around. Nice hand for Melissa and her dad, Mr. Donnie, at this time, you're going to escort your mom out to the dance floor.
I'm a left foot leaning on a suitcase. I'm a good old boy, drinking whiskey and rye. But she carries me in my sin.
Now what?